What is up? How's everybody doing tonight? Tuesday night, we are back. We are back. Sorry, my Meld. So before we get into anything else, Meld Studio did an update. I stream with Meld Studio. I used to use OBS, crashed all the time. So I switched to Meld over a year ago and I've had no problems. I did an update recently and everything got wonky on my end. They had a lot of issues with widgets and stuff. So you'll see different things in the chat. Our chat's going to be a little bit different. I had to go back to our old chat because the new chat was being goofy with some of all the integrations they have. Just some of them were broken, and I know they're working on some of them to fix, but this update came down a few days ago. So our chat's going to look a little different, and I'm going to show you that. So it's going to kind of look like what we used to do a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, where if we hit this, now it shows your logo again and your name and widget active. So I had to go back to our Stream Ninja, which is cool because you use that for giveaways and stuff like that. But you notice the chat on the screen here doesn't have your, because this is the built-in chat and this is the third-party chat. So I got a lot of different chats happening. So it's going to be a little bit crazy night. Nothing worked when I first started this up. I tell you what, you go away for a week, you don't stream for a week, and the gremlins come in. The gremlins take over. They're like, you know what? Screw you. You ignored me for a week. We did an update, and now nothing's going to work. So, all right. So hopefully this chat sticks around. We'll see what happens. And I'm not sure, like, my chat looks completely different over here. I really don't know what's going to work and what's not from that point. Yeah, Harrison has had a long couple days, Larry. So we'll get into that. Everything's all good, just a long couple days, and very tired. I asked him if he wanted to hang out for the first, 15 minutes. We were watching the Reds upstairs before this. Kicking the Tampa Bay's butt, but he just needs to probably get to bed. He probably just needs to get to bed. Needs that extra sleep. So who we got here? What's up, Larry? Welcome in, Larry. Here, check this out. Let's see if this works. So already clicked you, I know, but I loved seeing the little logo, whatever profile picture you have, and I've been missing that because it's not in the built-in chat and there's no way to add it for some reason. I don't know why they don't pull in that also. I mean, it shows you the channel and I can turn that off and on, but I can't show the profile pics, but I can with our other one. Larry, welcome in. Chris, how are you today, my man? Look at that. See, look at this. Look at this dude's beard. Chris's beard. You see it now in his profile pic. Like, bro, that thing looks amazing. I don't know if it's currently that size, but it looks great. Also, a quick update. The light is at 3%. If you think it's too dark, let me know. We can turn it up to 5, maybe. But I think we're gonna keep it at 3 for the time being. So yeah, Chris, welcome in. Stanley, what's up, man? How are you? Welcome in. Look at that. Look at this profile picture, Stanley. Look at this. Beautiful picture here. Good looking beard too. You can tell a little white beard in there, right? I love that. Because now you put a face to a name a little bit more, right? You put the face to the name. I'm all about like remembering. I know I've seen you somewhere. I know who you are. Like, I've got that kind of memory. I'll forget your name in 5 minutes if we first meet. But if I see you a week later, a month later, I'll be like, I know you. So then it becomes, hey, what's up, dude? How are you? Where are we at? Where are we at here? Andrew. Hello there. Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew looking all spiffy. I think he trimmed his beard. So this profile picture, probably not up to date, but look at that, man. Look at that glorious red beard and mustache that you can see in that picture. Come on now. Come on. And that's why I love this widget. This is why I love this version of the chat. But sometimes it doesn't work correctly. So I was trying to do the, the built-in whatever. Anyway. That pic is like 3 to 4 years old. Hey, bro, looks amazing, Andrew. Looks amazing. So if you ever questioned yourself 3 or 4 years ago, looks amazing, dude. I'm sure whatever you're rocking now looks amazing. I think that's what I think. Yeah, I think I saw you on Facebook. Picture you. Welcome back to Facebook. So I've been sick. Oh no, dude. I was sick with the worst migraines I had. Oh, you're fine, man. We're just hanging out. Kind of going to go over a bunch of stuff like we do every week. We're just going to hang out and chat. I miss you guys, dude. Like, I know I'm still doing roll call, trying to say hi to everybody, but like, it's tough streaming 3 days a week for basically 13 weeks. And then you go down to 1 day, the last couple, and it feels like forever. It feels like forever. And we'll talk about that later, kind of like the plan, what we got going on. But man, I miss you all. Like sincerely, like I'm not just saying that. Like I love being here. I love hanging out with you all, even though, whatever we game, not game. You watch me die 1,000 times in a game, but I love the conversation. I love the people. So I miss it. I miss it. I do. But so I'm glad to be here. I hope you all had an amazing week. Did I just see Dan come in here with Dan? Dan, Beard of the North. Andrew, I hope you feel better, man. Kodak Dale, look at this dude's picture. Twitch is even bringing in the pictures too. Look at this. I love this. I met you in a solo on Arc Fig. Oh man. Oh, cool, dude. What's up? Hopefully, was it just recently? Because I hadn't played the game in like 3 weeks, and then I went back to it, and I was complete trash. But I was running around with defibs and an anvil, and just trying to help people out and take down some vaporizers. So, man, if you were like, and I played like 3 rounds, and then I was done, and I haven't played since. So if you were in one of those rounds, man, awesome. I hope I was able to help you out, or we hope we were able to help each other out. Evening, everyone. I'll be back after a few. What is up, Mr. Joe? The average Joe, welcome in. Look at Joe. Look at this profile pic for Joe. Look at these. I love these. I love seeing these pictures, guys. Absolutely love this. We have to have Larry change his picture from his band logo maybe at some point. I don't know. I'm just kidding, Larry. You do what you want. Anyway, Joe, hope the twins are doing well. We don't get to see you in the afternoon anymore on Thursday and Friday. I hope they're doing well. Look at that. And then it disappears on its own too, right? I have that set up, the chat. Boom. It's gone. I can highlight it. And then it's gone. So Joe, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Long time no see. Been a week. Try not to get flagged tonight. Larry, I don't know what's going to happen with the new chat. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you'll get flagged again. Maybe you won't. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Who else we got in here? Kenny. What's up, my man? Oh, look at Kenny's picture, dude. Hopefully you guys don't mind me. I mean, it's your YouTube thumbnail and anybody can go to your channel and see it. So I don't feel so bad sharing it. But look, Kenny's got his whole family in there, dude. You can see that glorious beard from here. Look at that. Even with these smaller profile pics, these beards, man, they stand out. It's like a daughter, wife. Looks amazing. Looks amazing, dude. And welcome in. All right, is my chat, is this scrolling right? Is this scrolling? Let's see here. Andrew's, yeah, I answered that one already. Maybe next Tuesday? Yeah, maybe next Tuesday. For sure. Maybe next Tuesday. Let's see, where are we at here? You guys doing some sad convos, which is awesome. I love our community. Wearing face serum. So, as long as you're wearing face serum, absolutely. I don't wear it every day because sometimes I just don't remember to wear it every day, but I definitely put it on today with our growth oil. I need some growth oil. I gotta go get a haircut soon. Growth oil on the head, but I was working on the cars this afternoon, so I had to get a shower and get cleaned up. So face serum check for this evening. We're going Friday, staying Friday night. Oh, you guys got a trip planned. That's very cool. That is very cool. Wish we could send photos in the chat. Yeah, you can't send photos, right? Larry, you're in our Facebook group, my man. People know who you are. People see your picture there. What's going on? I feel like I have a spider on me or something. Double digits in the chat. I can't even see that. Our numbers are gone too. Everything's, we still got a handle, but the numbers, they gone. So I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, hit that like button, man. We're just hanging out saying hi. This is what I was looking for. This is the message I was looking to highlight. This guy, well, look at this guy. Well, look at you back. Dan, Beard of the North. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you are doing well. It's been a long time. I don't know if you're still streaming. I know I'm about 6 minutes behind here in the chat, so bear with me. But I hope you're doing well, Dan. I know it's been a while since we chatted, and I hope your daughter's doing great. Family's doing all right. So it's the guy you forgot about. Never, dude, never. Look at it. I love this chat box. I designed it, by the way, but I love the chat box. The guy you forgot about. Get out of here, man. Dan, how can we forget about you, my man? The OG, Dan is the OG cricket master. Is that the spring or the fall, Dan? Is that the spring or the fall? Do you still have the crickets? Do you still have the crickets? Does it depend on the time of the year? Are they the fall? I think they're the fall. But that'll be a story for another day. Hey, Brian, what's up, man? Welcome in. I'm a newbie. Welcome in, man. We're just chill. We just hang out. We're having a good time. I usually tend up talking way too much, Brian, and we just have good conversations, business, life, try to pick each other up. So I used to try to game early if the kids were here. And now that they haven't been able to join us recently, I started gaming like 10:30 maybe. I think 90 minutes just hanging out, chatting, talking life and catching up. So welcome in, man. You'll have fun here. We have a lot of great dudes here. Beard is much longer now. Oh, beard is not. Oh, so recent picture. Kenny up to date on his profile pictures. So that was this past fall. Nice, dude. Beard is longer now also. Heck yeah, man. You are Dan, Beard of the North already got flagged. I have no doubt you were going to get flagged, Dan. No doubt whatsoever you're going to get flagged. What hair? Come on, my man. I think Chris and Kenny are traveling somewhere. Hey, Brad, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Still doing roll call. Having a good time, man. Glad you can make it tonight. It's been forever, dude. Like, This long week. It has been a long week. 14 in the chat. Cool. That's awesome, man. 14 in the chat. Very cool. Yeah, they're going to a concert or something. Oh my goodness. All right. I think I got everybody, right? My whole setup is no longer in the basement though. Oh, upgrade. Dan is upgrading. Setup not in the basement anymore. Hey, what's wrong with that? Listen, stream wherever you can stream, right? Stream from your phone if you need to, just not on the toilet, right? Nobody wants to see that. What's up with the stream title, Shaun? Did you get audited? I did, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Basically, I've been following a creator. I'll do a little bit early on here, but I've been following a creator for a while, and they are the number one like YouTube coaching company in the entire world. Christian based, just a great dudes. And I followed them on and off for years, equipment, looking at stuff and a lot of different channels, but they're having some kind of like just a YouTube sprint. I had no idea about it until I like saw something and it was like $1 just to kind of do this sprint. And I think they had a creator package, which is like $47, which is not a lot for a company that has an entire team, right? And I signed up not knowing really what I was getting into, but kind of knowing like everybody, I know a lot, I can research a ton, but you either have time to research or you hire somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. And so for me, you have time to research, which I did for my beard products. So I created a product, and maybe you guys don't have time to research. So you support our company, you buy our beard oil, you're like, it's great. I don't have to think about it. It's going to be a great scent. The blend's amazing, right? So me, I don't have time right now to like research thumbnails and like design. And I do a pretty good job, but everybody needs like a little coach. Or even when I was working at that $50 million company as a staff accountant or junior controller, they had a consultant come in just to kind of give their management team guidance, right? Like we have consultants. I chat with Dan Seabearded a lot, do some consulting with him from time to time, but kind of wanted somebody from outside that kind of world and wanted to do their program. And my goodness, it was intense. We'll talk about it in a little bit. It was an intense program. It was a lot of fun, and it kind of gives you new direction on what you're trying to accomplish and the community you're building. And we will get more into that later, but the short version is basically YouTube doesn't know what the hell I'm trying to do. They're like, are you making beard content? Are you running a company? Are you hanging out with your kids? Are you gaming? They're like, we don't know what to do with your algorithm, who to send it to, how to build the community that you're trying to build is the short version. So we got to dial it in and kind of, I know yes to all of it, right? You guys are all here because you all enjoy everything we do, and that's amazing. And that's why I kind of started doing that at the beginning of the year. Like that was the focus. We're going to do all that. And it basically confuses the heck out of the AI algorithm, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't know what to do. Because sometimes we're gaming, sometimes we're hanging out and chatting, sometimes, we put out some other videos. So it's yeah. We're going to try to we're not going to stop. Shh, don't tell anybody, guys. We're not going to stop gaming. Okay. Like we may still game at the end of these chats like we typically do on Tuesday. So Tuesday night's here to stay because I want to do it. They're like, why even live streaming? I'm like, because I love people. I love you all. I love you, and I love hanging out with you and the stories that we get to share with each other, and what we get to go through. So like, they're like, okay, whatever, dude. And I'm like, you leave me alone. All right. You leave me alone. I hired you. I'm going to do what I want to do. Right. Like the rebellious teenage kids you have. But ultimately, we're going to make some modifications. But that's so we did a big YouTube audit of our channel, and we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Their sprint was a ton of fun. So I know I just missed a bunch of talking, but hopefully that kind of gives you a little hint on what's going on. Newbie to the 8-bit live stream. Brad, have we not seen you here before, my man? Have we not seen you here before? I know we've seen you. I know I've seen you around, my man. I know I've seen you around, so. Oh, beard competition in Alabama. Gotcha. I am, I'm supposed to, I don't know if they're still going to do a Bearded Villains Ohio asked me to be a judge at one of their beard competitions this year. I thought it was Cinco de Mayo, but they haven't reached out to me. So maybe they're not doing it. Which I thought would be really cool to have fun and do and just help sponsor and just get, guys together, having a good time, supporting each other. So babies have started puree this week. I have blueberry blowout. No, Joe, the blowouts. Harrison was asking what a blowout was because we were talking about it a few days ago. And we're like, well, like when you go to the bathroom, you sit on a toilet. So it can go places. So what do you think if you tried to go to the bathroom and you were sitting in a chair? What do you think would happen? He's like, it would go all over. And I'm like, yes, but it's so forceful in babies. It goes up their back into their hair. Yuck. Oh, man. So Harrison learned about blowouts. So nobody envies you, Joe, right now, especially a blueberry blowout. That stuff is going to stain probably. If you need a stain remover, hit me up after the stream. My wife makes something that we used. It's a mixture of like baking soda, Dawn dish soap, and something else. And you kind of sprinkle it on and let it set, maybe overnight. And it literally takes everything out of everything. Like we had this with Wesley, and it literally takes, you name it, out of all of the clothes. So if you need something, let me know. We just put it in a glass spray bottle. But going to that one as well. Room is booked already. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. Stupid algorithms. I know, man. Stupid algorithms. So better not stop. Stick it to the algorithm. That's right. Screw you, AI. You don't know me. I got Italian cousins that take care of the algorithm. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Harrison knew. Harrison, if you go to Larry and our Facebook group and search poop story, there's a Harrison, I wrote a poop story themed Star Wars kind of story about Harrison's poop story. I think I shared it to the group from my personal page, but it happened 8 years ago or 9 years ago. And it, we made it through the first two without a crazy poop story. And then Harrison came along, and you all know him and probably how that went. And then Wesley came along, and it was even more of a poop story. Price is Right, fail horn. I know, that's a good idea, Chris. I probably need to get something like that. I mean, I got the trombone. I got the trombone, but I don't think, we don't have, I got a Stream Deck I got to hook up. These are just built in, whatever I'm doing now, but anyway. Like it's, yes. Hey, Oreo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Every dad has a poop or puke story. DJ, you are not wrong, my man. You are not wrong. You think you might evade it. But it comes back with a vengeance if, you get by without one for a couple kids. So everybody's Tuesday has been good. All right, guys, welcome all in. All right, what are we snacking on tonight? I got my Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, I got my caffeine, I got my water. No sugary snacks tonight. Just those two. What are you all sipping on? Oh, did you see that flash on the screen? We got a new follower, I think. Yeah, that's what, Andrew, we're big time, man. I'm stepping it up. We're big time here. So now, but that didn't last very long. That's what she said. What? Why did that not stay on the screen? Did it stay on the screen? I just missed it? I feel like it was super fast. Right? Okay. Maybe it'll, whatever. It was there though. I saw it. Andrew did too. Yeah, we have a bunch of kind of chat updates with this program. They used to be in our chat that I could see, but I can't see those anymore. So now they show up on the screen. But all right, Kenny, Kenny is always drinking water. Dude, you're a rock star when it comes to staying hydrated, bro. Gummy bears, Brian, gummy bears, sugaring it up. Brian's like, you know what? I need some sugar on Tuesday night. So we're going to get some sugar. Car seats are the worst, almost guaranteed to sneak out. Bro, yeah, Joe, we had a lot of holiday puking kids in the car, and we were washing car seats off with the hose in the yard, and even if it was cold out, and then bring it inside, throw it in the washer while we were at whoever's house we were at. It is, it was, I don't know if I want to tell these stories right now while we're talking about food and drinking and eating, but I agree. Joe, I agree. And the puke and the poop story, every dad has one, DJ, you're absolutely right. And the more kids you have, the more stories you're going to have. Gonna get flagged? Nah. Not for that. Come on. I'm not going to beat myself. Zero Sugar Peach Monster. Is that good? Is that like a regular drink for you, DJ? I've never seen that Monster. What? I like the white one. I used to do the white one a lot. I don't remember what it was called. But I just do a lot of coffee now instead of energy drinks. Every now and then we'll do an energy drink. I think sugar-free Red Bull or Celsius. I did a Celsius one time. Dude, I didn't realize how much caffeine that was in. I was ready to dance an Irish jig. I had so much caffeine in me because I drank it like a regular drink, and found it was 200 milligrams of caffeine in like the Celsius. I was like, holy crap. Andrew's got water. Potato soup. Oh, yeah, man. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, if you're not feeling good. Rim shot. I just played that. Boom. Rim shot, baby. Oh, I should have said that after my joke, maybe. I'm not that quick. Anyway, whatever. You guys don't need to worry about that. It was there for a few seconds. Okay. Very cool. Water, water, water. That's all I drink anymore. Dude, that's awesome, Kenny, honestly. Unless you count the milkshakes. Well, if you're going to be drinking that many milkshakes, you need water to cut it, dude. I don't know how many milkshakes you're drinking, but after a big old milkshake, I feel like I have to drink a giant glass of water. Gummy bears, some Gorilla Mind. I don't know what that is. Brian, I don't know what that is. Gorilla Mind? I don't know what that is. Look at this guy. Welcome in. Welcome in, Mr. Bearded Blonde. And the profile pictures there too. Happy freaking Tuesday, my man. Seats are pretty dope now. The fabric comes. Yeah, they are now. It is actually pretty easy now. Used to be a nightmare when Connor was an infant, 17, 18 years ago. But by the time Harrison came along, it wasn't too bad. The light green sugar-free monsters are really good. What's up, Back Row Bandit? What's up, Paul? Welcome in. Look at Paul in his profile picture on the screen here. Look at this. I love this chat. I miss this chat so much. Look at that, dude. Look at this beard in this picture. Whew. Looks like he maybe came out of the barbershop. Clean head. Beard straight. You use a straightener on that thing, Paul? Looks like it's pretty dang straight from that picture. Welcome in, my man. Welcome in. Did I just lose that? Where did I lose that? Chat's going all over the place. Everyone's in a blue moon. Better than Ghost. Is that what yeah, go. Yes, absolutely. Better than Ghost. Okay. Yep. I've had a few of those. Just never really was a fan. Mine is an energy drink. Okay. Water, Diet Coke, water. Yep. Chicken tender that was left over. There you go. Eating off the chicken tender left over. Must have been the second dad meal where you just go around and eat all your kids' meals. Yes, I do. There you go. Looks good, man. Paul, looks good, man. My beard won't fit on my profile picture. I know. Well, you just have it curved and then put just a bearded guy in a chat as long as your beard would go across the screen. 20 people in the chat now. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you being here. The dad tax. No, there's a dad tax on Halloween where you're taking the candy and then and then maybe stealing a French fry or eating a few French fries out to eat, right? But that's just like the dad cleanup. This is the identity of the dad bod and where the dad bod comes from. You got the dad tax up front, and then you got the dad cleanup. Like, you're not going to finish that hamburger? I paid $8 for that thing. Yeah. I ain't throwing 3 bites away. And then you have 4 kids. And then all of a sudden, you're eating 2 full burgers at dinner because you're eating 3 bites of 4 burgers. And then you get the dad bod. 18 legendary beards hanging out. Hey, Corey, what's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Corey's got a logo just like me. Company logo on the channel. Not as exciting as, seeing these beards, but still makes sense, right? Alani watermelon splash with the chef's kiss for Joe. And Joe, I'm sure I've complimented your beard lots of times there in the chat. But dad tax always with a chicken nugget. Dad tax covers any Reese's eggs, pumpkins. Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%. Honestly, my kids aren't eating a lot of the Easter candy they got. And I'm like walking by, like eating it. And I finally had to be like, my wife, amazing woman, I had to finally be like, listen, honey, like we don't need a 3-pound jar of peanut M&Ms every week. Like, kids are getting fillings. We're like the sugar. I understand we do dessert night every couple nights a week, but like we have a 3-pound jar of peanut M&Ms, a 3-pound jar of peanut butter M&Ms. a 3-pound, like the Costco ones, the big Costco ones of chocolate covered raisins. And I'm like, we got to chill. We got to chill. Like, let's do a little bit of moderation here. I'm like, and I feel better because I've not been just eating like junk, right? It's balance, everything in balance. So my kid doesn't eat anything with anything worth taxing. Larry, come on. He eats those chocolate bars, dude. You just got to break off a little bit of it before he inhales it all. The tender couch slide, I could call it. He goes, oh, you do pure pre and post tax. That's funny. That's why I love In-N-Out. Hey, Topher, what is up, my man? Welcome in. Welcome in, dude. Because you get to eat all the burgers left over. So Topher, if you guys don't know, he has a awesome, amazing YouTube and Twitch channel. Posts a ton on social media. He's an affiliate of ours. He was the inspiration behind Soul Survivor, our Fallout scent that we launched over a year ago, and we ran the whole year. Make sure to sub and like his channel on Twitch or YouTube. I think, he's probably well over 100,000 on YouTube and Twitch. He's a partner there too. Games a ton, does a ton of cool video game history, console history, just, streams with his wife, his kids show up too. Just an amazing channel, amazing family out in California. So travels around the Comic-Cons doing just a ton of amazing fun stuff, pop culture, but a ton of video game stuff. So awesome setup too he has. So man, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. You probably are streaming soon, I think, right? Or do you stream on Tuesday nights? I don't even know. I forget your schedule. You stream like 4 or 5 days a night, 4 or 5 times a week. So I don't know what is going on, but Joe's pre and post comment got flagged too. This is crazy. Well, I'm glad we have some good moderators in here, Andrew, that can keep up with the flagging. Why would that even get flagged? Pre and post? I cook all the meals, so like that got flagged. What are we talking? Like, we're not talking about like regular meals here. What are we doing here? What's YouTube doing? Dude, I've eaten more Cadbury eggs than I care to admit. I used to eat a ton of those Cadbury eggs, Topher, but I absolutely cannot stand them anymore. They clearly had changed the recipe probably within the last like 5 or 6 years. And the caramel ones are a little bit tolerable. Caramel, sorry. But I just do not like those anymore. It's not even crazy. I had some say, Andrew, it's not even crazy comments. I don't know. It's just like, I think it's default chat. It's just set on like moderate. Oh, you know what? This is Stream Ninja chat. And I think there's moderation within the Stream Ninja platform that I set up and the YouTube. So we're getting double modded on the chats. Ate some chocolate chip cookies. Still a good person. Yeah, you are. I think my stuff is flagged for. It's completely random. So I remember when watching Corey just labeling. Did you watch him yesterday do that? I'm so like, what do you mean? He goes live like 3 times a week working, blonde. So it was probably yesterday. Yeah, the Feastables. You still have some Soul Survivor left. Nice. I made a couple fresh batches. I still got to get Topher his. I still got to get Topher your set. I've got stuff set aside to make a set for you and ship out the last set. Just been playing catch up here, so. Yeah, he's got an awesome gaming setup. Amazing gaming setup. The Soul Survivor, yeah. So he helped, like we worked together there, and it was the first time I'd ever run an entire scent across. I think we had face wash, beard conditioner, butter. We had a candle. We had wax melts. Like I literally, we ran it across everything I could possibly make. Cologne, right? Probably didn't do balm at that point, but yeah, we ran it across the full lineup. That was the intention, right? To really just, it was such a pleasant, came out so well, such a pleasant scent. So I know I'm going to miss a lot of these chats. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Okay. All right. Bro, I almost got a chromatic because of him. So hopefully he has a link and he used his link. I think he has a link. So no tender in the couch comments, obviously. Is that one got flagged? That one got flagged? Yeah, I wanted to chat a little bit about this, about the story a little bit. I know we're 43 minutes in, dudes. 43 minutes in. We've said hello. We've talked snack time. We haven't even done our Beard Chronicle reviews, which maybe we'll skip tonight. Scraping the bottom of the jars for that. I know, dude. I'll get it out to you, man. I'll get it out. Hopefully this week. Face wash is awesome, yeah. Some point you need a collab. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You kind of told me what you wanted, and I found some stuff that worked. I've done a few. Actually, I've done a lot of collaborations through the years. Kind of, we started out doing a ton of them, and no links, just love. Oh, that's awesome. Baker, what's up, man? Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. So we're gonna go back to this comment here. So today, and I didn't advertise this on just in our Facebook group, and then here. Today, April 21st, 5 years ago, Wesley passed away. So it's 5 years today that he actually passed, and wife took work off, and I usually have a limited schedule, and I appreciate everybody reaching out and like the support and the messages, and it means a lot. It means a lot. I think his birthday's a little, it's a little interesting because his birthday is really tough because those are milestone days, right? Like he would have been this old. So February is his birthday. He would have been this old. And those hurt a lot, or like when he should have school age, starting school, or, those, the 5-year-old, 10-year-old, like those big milestone birthdays, they would have been this old, or a little bit more tough than, today is, what it is. And I kind of wanted to talk a little about that, about our, a little bit of testimony, in our faith, and his story, and just kind of like, I've talked a little bit about the inspiration behind our company and why, we did what we did. We are the company we are, because of him. And the dedication, the scent we did in 2022 that we bring back about every year. And As You Wish. So As You Wish is available, very limited quantity in oil, butter, parfums. At breakfast with my wife, she took the day off again, and I had a limited schedule and was talking about it. I was like, we're doing a stream tonight. I should probably just release it like today. It wasn't even like, it's not even like, I'm not pushing it like we want any kind of sale, like a ton of sales from it, but it just felt like something. We needed to do something. And we originally launched it, I believe, on his birthday in 2022, I believe. We never really do anything on these days, but I was streaming tonight and I was like, we should just, I'm not going to send emails out or post it on like our main company page. I'm just going to tell people on Facebook. I'm going to tell, and then tell you guys. So it is available As You Wish, a tribute sent to our son. Kind of have him, Wesley's his name. If you don't know our story, Brian, thank you. We named him Wesley, true love from Princess Bride. And so the label is just an amazing cart, basically a picture my wife took of him with his head up, and belly time, head up, and as Wesley, or the Dread Pirate Roberts from The Princess Bride. He has a little mustache, little black mustache, and Let me see if I grab it. Just grab it. I don't even know if I need these earbuds. I'm not playing any music and I don't hear anybody, chat with anybody. But so this was the scent. This was, him on there. We had a tattoo artist make up the artwork and just did an amazing job. He's done a few labels for us. He does more realistic art, so it's tough to do some of the video game characters we do. But he knocked this out of the park, and he did our 8-Bert one also. There's a tribute. He worked with another company to fundraise, like they did a GoFundMe when everybody found out in 2021. I have that back there too, actually. It was with T3 Beard Co. I don't know if you guys remember Troy and his family. But they did a fundraiser also, and he did a send, and I got a poster of it, but they did this and still have it. Select player one, so T3. This is a fundraiser that he did for this one. But great family, great guys. And anyway, so we found out we were pregnant with him, and I'm sorry, I'm going to miss a lot of this chat. So, all the ringtone for, Storybook Love. And, oh, very cool. Somebody, Troy's awesome. I don't really chat with him a whole lot. And I hadn't at that point, but he did, it was really cool. Like, community coming together in 2021 and doing everything everybody did. But like even before that and his journey, and I'll kind of take you through not everything that led up to today, but some things, because they're tough. And it leads to my testimony. I grew up Catholic school, Catholic grade school, did confirmation, Catholic high school. And I was always like, we're going to church every week, but like, you're really a true believer or Christian, you're Catholic. Are you living the way you're supposed to? And I wasn't living a bad life, but testimony wise, it aligns with Wesley's journey, just the trials that he faced. We found out we were pregnant in 2018, and my wife was high risk. So over 35, you're high risk. They automatically want to do genetic testing, right? It's just it's more suggested before that, or like a optional. But after you're 35 and high risk, they do it. They just want to do it because they want to make sure it's a high risk pregnancy. Once, the older the mom is, the more high risk it is. It can be life threatening for the mom and the baby if something's not right. So we did it. We found out like there's 95% chance he was going to be born with Down syndrome, and kind of threw us for a loop. We didn't know anything about the world. We always volunteered at different things, but just weren't really touched by that. I had an uncle kind of growing up on my stepmom's side, Uncle Johnny, who lived till he was 65 or 70, just an amazing life and a very kind and warm and loving human. And a very long life for somebody born in, probably the 50s. But we didn't know anything about it. So our church was doing a healing service. And this is just a testament to our faith walk. And our church was doing a healing service where it's not like, it was a Catholic church, right? So it's not like people are walking across the stage or like rolling up in wheelchairs and then somebody lays hands and they get up and dance, right? It was nothing like that. When I say this was like a healing service, this was a couple hundred people together and you formed small groups with people that you were around, and you just prayed with each other in groups. You shared stories, you prayed for people, and it was just so like, if I've ever felt like the Holy Spirit really around our life, it was in that moment. And anytime anybody's ever asked, like, what can I pray for your family with Wesley? And I always prayed for strength. Strength for him, strength for our family. And like during that healing service, like that's what I prayed for, like strength. I didn't like to be healed of, a disability or that wasn't anything that I was praying for. It was literally strength. And throughout the 3.5 years that Wesley was with us, he received that strength. Because I don't know of a stronger kid or adult with the journey that he personally faced from, birth and everything he overcame. I just the feeling of everybody praying was just, it was just like, definitely could feel like Holy Spirit, just never felt anything like that before. Just, laying hands on Erica's belly, or, people were touching her shoulder, whatever. And I was just praying for strength. Like, please just give our son the strength he needs, and our family strength, right, to survive whatever this is going to mean for us. And when I say like Wesley received the strength, because he immediately he was on oxygen, because he not only had Down syndrome, he had a complete AV canal defect, so a hole in his heart. He had four chambers, but none of them were sealed. So none of them were sealed. So like not getting proper oxygen throughout his body, his heart's not pumping right. Like our story for even like the Down syndrome community is 1% of that. Like you're already in maybe a smaller threshold with a child being born with a disability. And then our story was 1% of that percent, if that makes sense. But the stuff that he endured and made it through was nothing short of a miracle every single time. Sepsis 3 different times. 3 different times sepsis. Fought back. Open heart surgery, multiple open heart surgeries. Pulmonary artery surgery. 2/3, 2 different surgeries to remove 1/3 of a small intestine each time. Necrotizing enterocolitis, which is 25% fatal if it's not treated within 4 hours. Literally a hole in your lining of your intestines. And it literally kills your intestines within 4 hours and you'll die. Removed 1/3, then they removed another 1/3. Like within 5 days. Came back from that. Had an ileostomy. So his intestines was basically, they put it on your belly, an ileostomy, to make sure that it's functioning correctly. Or, yeah, to make sure it's functioning correctly, because they can see output and they can measure output, right? They can measure output that way. And then they reconnect it. So then it goes through the proper channels and out your bottom. And then they measure that. But like surviving those 2 different surgeries. Like one day I walked in and I'm always pressing on his belly. And I was like, I think like maybe his gallbladder's inflamed over here. They're like, oh no, I don't think so. His gallbladder's on the other side. And I'm like, I think it's over here. I think it's over here. We had a lot of I tell these stories. We had a lot of missteps in his care at one of the top 5 or 8 children's hospitals in the country. Had a lot of missteps in his care along the way too, that he endured and made it through. But anyway, so the gallbladder was like, oh, they tested it on a Friday afternoon. They're like, it's not emergency surgery, but he's going to have it Monday morning at 6 a.m. This was Friday at 7 p.m. They called us. Not emergency, but it's first thing Monday morning. Okay. All right. And we found out it was the worst gallbladder they'd ever seen in any kid his age, and was ready to just burst in his body. Came back from that. Just like the fevers, they didn't install a Broviac tube correctly, and his whole front body became bruised. So they had to remove that like a day later. I'm like, the kid fought and fought and fought and fought through a lot of missteps in his care. A lot of surgery team was amazing there. The surgery team was amazing. But just, as you know, there's statistics out there. Like when you spend a day in the ICU, one day, it takes your body like a full week to recover from one day. And Wesley, through all these events, was spending 10 days, 14 days, 20 days sometimes. He spent 550 days of his life in the hospital. And a lot of it was in the ICU. And like 14 days, okay, so 14 weeks, but 8 weeks later, he got sepsis from being in the hospital. And now he's spiking 107-degree fever. Like 107, they measured it. 107-degree fever. Hold on here, my computer just went to sleep. So, like, just the strength, and you see his fight. And we got him home during COVID. Like, it was the best time. 2020, he thrived. 2020, the best life. He got to go to preschool a little bit. We, brothers got to see him every day, and they come home from school, right? I mean, we're shoes off at the door. You're washing your hands. We're Lysoling our carpets once a week. We're wiping down our doorknobs every 3 or 4 days, right? Like, to kind of protect him. He's the cleanest I think the world has ever been, because everywhere you went, they were spraying garbage cans down with bleach and whatever, a cleaner, right? Just thrived. But then, he got sick again. And then he got sick again. And it's those days where, like, you get sick, and then, and we've all been there, right? You get sick. You're not fully recovered. You don't quite feel like you're 100%, and you get sick again, right? And then you kind of recover from that, but you're still not where you need to be, and then you get sick again, right? It was, and that started happening in early 2021. He started getting just his body, because his short gut syndrome. I mean, we were seeing everybody, guys. He had neurology, we had enterology, we had gastroenterology. Like, in the hospital, I had to have yelling matches with doctors, and because of some of the care being provided. And, they'd call me in my backyard. I'm walking around my backyard, and I get a call from a doctor, and, like, they're trying to convince me, we have your son's best interest. Well, actions over words, buddy. Actions over word, doc, right? Me and my wife used to sit down once a month with 10 doctors across the table. And just, you're done talking, just remember being so heated in some of those conversations because of, treating a symptom instead of trying to find the root cause, or 90% of the patients respond this way. Well, our son's a 1% of a 1%. And, like, maybe we need to, and no matter what questions you ask, there's still missteps. Like, we would kick doctors out of the room. Infectious disease was always stopping by. And then, I wouldn't even let them in the room. Like, do you have any results? No, but no, get out of here. You're done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Right? Like, I'm patient, but you start pissing me off, then that patience goes, right? And especially when you're talking about a kid that you want to poke and prod, and like, we're done with that. So he starts getting a little more sick. And then in April, like, it was really tough too, because the timing, like, we rebranded our company in February that year. And like, I launched 2 Cents, and we were getting ready for a collab, the release in April. And then, everything, he got sick and was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days, and then again, and then again. And just with the short gut, his body could not absorb nutrients. Right. And, so he's starting to become more vitamin deficient. And he just he was strong for so long and fought so many battles, and it kept him here with us for that time, that it was tough that day. Right. But if you've had somebody that's had a long health battle, that's suffering, that's in pain, horrifically sad, horribly sad day, but also like his brothers all got to be around him, and we were doing hand paintings, and they got to hang out with him and read him his favorite book. And we were singing, and grandma and grandpa got there, both sides, and got to see him even during COVID. We kind of snuck around a little bit, and they let him, because of everything we had. Our priest at the time showed up and prayed with us and stuff. And just the strength that kid showed. And like, we had an opportunity. They were like, well, we have another procedure we can do. And like, but it's very aggressive and invasive, where basically they hook you up to a machine, and it circulates, and it basically flushes all of your blood out and puts all new blood back in you. And we're like his veins aren't strong enough to even handle that. Me and my wife at that point were just like, you know what? Like, he has fought so many battles over 3.5 years. It's time. Like, he's exhausted, and he's letting us know that he can't do this anymore. So, horribly sad day. We knew it was going to be coming eventually. And, as he starting to fade, just the most beautiful snowfall starts coming down, and just me and my wife there. And, he eventually passes, and it's just peace. He's finally at peace in this world. He didn't have to fight anymore. So, horribly sad, but at the same time, you're almost relieved for the person you care about. It's just silence, and we say whatever we get to say to him, and get to bathe him and wash him and stuff. And, we leave, and it's just, honestly, it was like 2:30 in the morning. It was so quiet. Snow is falling, just a beautiful, light, fluffy snow. And in April, the end of April, right? It's snowing. And, we wake up, and I think Grandma and Grandpa stayed with the kids, our kids, because this was, 5 years ago. So, but it's just, everything's snow covered. April 21st of 2021, and which is 2121. And it's just so beautiful. Like, it was a sign for us. It's going to be okay, right? But just the strength, and back to the testament, of our testimony, and my testimony specifically, was like that strength showed up with him for 3.5 years. We got so much time with him. Our kids are like, wow, you missed this and this. I'm like, yeah, but your brother's only here for this long. Like, we had a red hot intensity of focus on him because we weren't sure how long we were going to have him. Right. So, I quit my job. Right. I was at the hospital with him every day for, part of the end of 2020. And, just a testimony to his strength and like the power of like that prayer, and it's showing up all throughout his life. So sad day, but also, some peace you find as a parent that your kid is not in pain anymore, not struggling, not, after, 3.5 years of fighting, battles. So, and, hey, Justin, what's going on, man? Yeah, no problem, Baker. I saw you sneak in here, Justin. So today's a sad day, and a day of, kind of reflection, but also, it's just a day of peace, and one day, we'll be able to see him again. So, but, all right. I appreciate you all hanging in there and listening. I really wanted to talk about it a little bit. I don't talk about this day a lot, and kind of what led up to it. And I know I'm probably forgetting other things. And it's one of the reasons we have our book on our website, Strengthening by Fire. My wife spearheaded this because you get thrown in these situations, you don't know what to do. We thought we were asking the right questions, and it helped out a lot, but there were still things that we weren't asking the right way that led to missteps in his care. And even the last week, where your kid, and then they give him too much fluid, and now they're trying to get the fluid off of him, and the ER started the whole process leading up to when he passed. So it's very frustrating, but his strength endured and continues to endure in our family. And, we have a little piece of him in beard oil form, right? And a tribute to him, and a charity we have helped sponsor for several years now. So anyway, all right. Thank you all. I don't think we're going to do Beard Chronicles, but it'd be kind of a weird transition, I feel like. Yeah, it would have been cool. There's a lot of cool things, Larry. We moved to this house in this whole school district for Wesley, honestly, like we have a walkout kind of basement. We're like, you know what, if he can't be independent later on in life, we can set up something here, and he can at least have like his own entrance. Right. And it's one of the reasons we moved the day after Christmas while he was in the freaking hospital, guys. Like, my wife and me, like, we moved mountains and mountains for our kids to put them in a better spot for him. Fought doctors and nurses, like, being the advocate and the parent. And even today, I feel like maybe we could have done one more thing, I quit my job to work part-time doing whatever so we could spend more time with them, and moved the freaking day after Christmas into this house I just got pulled over by the Westerville Police Department with a trailer because I had expired tags. My birthday's in December. I didn't get tags. I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm like, we're fucking moving, dude. Pardon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold on. Where's my beeper? My bad. Oh. If you know me well, if you know me, believe, there you go. Please just put it in the chat. Put the bleep in the chat. I appreciate it. I can't find my beeper. Anyway, bleep, beep, 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 beep. If you know me, I swear a little bit on my personal life, or if I'm chatting with somebody in a message, drop a bomb here or there, but try not to stream too much. But anyway, I get pulled over. They're trying to catch people. It's, leading up to Christmas, they're trying to catch drunks out at night. I'm just painting up and patching walls in my old house. Connor's in the seat behind me. I have a trailer. It's got expired tags. My truck has expired tags. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? I'm painting. Like the Buckeyes were playing that year. 2019, they were playing a bowl game. And like, I think they thought they were going to catch like a drunk driver with expired plates. And like, like my kid's right here. Like I'm like, oh, your tags are expired. I'm like, yeah, my kid's fighting for his life in the hospital for the last 10 days. Like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, oh, so you've not been drinking tonight? And I'm like, no, like we're moving. Like, okay, we'll get those tags fixed. And they were gone. Like there's 3 cops that pulled me over and they immediately left because they're not going to make any money off of me. They're looking for those drunk drivers, but I let them know what I thought. And, when I think patience, right? When your patience wears down, you kind of let things fly. But I don't even know what I was talking about to lead up to that story. But just, we move mountains, right? We move mountains. You just never feel like, you guys ever seen, I finally feel like I know a little bit of the feeling, like if you ever watched Schindler's List and like Liam Neeson's at the end and he's like, this ring could have saved X amount of more lives, right? I could have done this. I could have done that. And he just did amazing work, right? Saving as many people as he could. And you get to the point where you're like, could we have done more? Could we have done more, right? You always feel a little guilty. Like, what more could we have done? And you talk to people, they're like, I can't believe you did everything you did. Like the amount, like, and you're like, you're a parent in that situation. You're going to do everything in the world for your children. I put it up against most of the dads I know, maybe all the dads I know personally. Like, I don't know how you did it. You don't even think about it. You just do it. And it's a credit to my wife and her planning and like our schedule out to a T, and like people helping us and showing up, like, just an amazing woman, to be able to, organize chaos for that long. So talking about talking about, are you moving, Andrew? You saw the frosted tips probably were afraid you dance off. I know I'm bad. I still haven't. Hey, Gallagher guy, what's up, man? Welcome in. Yeah, so you just never feel like, I still feel guilty. I shouldn't. We're there till 1 a.m. in the NICU with him every night singing to him, and that was the last time. I talked about this before. Like I didn't sing for like almost 5 years. Like, because he sang with me that last night. Like I was singing Oh Danny Boy and he was humming with me right underneath the air mask that was helping him breathe. He was humming with me. Talk about heartbreaking. And I couldn't sing for pretty much almost 5 years because of that. So, but anyway, so just the strength in our testimony, and you're going to move mountains for your kids. So thank you for listening to me talk and Imran for the last 30 minutes about like his story and everything he went through. There's a ton of detail I'm not going to get into about a lot of different things, but they knew us well at the hospital, and there was, amazing nurses and charge nurses. And one of the nurses there actually left her job as a nurse after Wesley passed away because she could not, she had a very special bond with him, very special bond. And she left her position because she just could not handle it, Yeah, absolutely. I wear the scent, Chris. Absolutely. Yeah. Because actually when we first launched this, it was two different scents. We had a candle scent that was a little different than this one in the first year. And then I just switched them all over to this one scent. So I appreciate all the nice comments, guys. So let's talk about kind of where go back to our YouTube audit a little bit, more story time, I guess. And kind of where we're heading, what we're doing. So I talked a little bit about it. I have this, as I signed up for that YouTube sprint, I haven't talk about schoolwork. I don't have time for this. It's like I've got a 79-page packet that I need to work through for this kind of our YouTube channel audit. And I did this YouTube sprint. I talked a little bit about it at the beginning and kind of the direction of the channel, where we're going to head with it, and how the algorithm doesn't know. Yeah, they're going to be a quiz at the end. And like Larry, they have modules on their training online. This is a pretty intense company. They have modules on their training online, and there's quizzes after the modules, dude. Like, this isn't like, oh, you're just going to sign up and half-ass it. There's quizzes at the end of each module, and if you don't pass, you retake it. So it might take me a year to go through it all, because we have a company to run, and our YouTube is kind of our community and a branch of our company. But we went through this, and it was 4 days last week, and they had like 3-hour webinars, guys, last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then they had like a happy hour, 2-hour event on Friday to celebrate you made it through the week, and any questions and stuff. I mean, it was intense. It was an intense program, 2 to 3 hours, but they had a custom, they kind of blocked creators off for channels. So there's maybe like 10 people in a group or in a call, and did Zoom calls. And like they picked our channel to go through. They picked our channel to go through. And yeah, Stanley, it is. It's a lot. I mean, again, this is not something that I'm not going to take it lightly, but I'm not going to finish all this in the next week. Right. But I can start course correcting a little bit now. And they picked our channel to pick on. They're like, hey, Beardco, are you here? And I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. And he's like, all right, buddy, let's go. And I was like, be kind. He's like, oh, I'm going to be kind, but you're going to get some coaching today. And I'm like, oh, great. Great guy. The organization, Think Media is their YouTube handle. Great outfit, great coaches. And they were very confused at what I'm doing. They're like, you have a successful business you're running. And did I curse again? Larry? Bleep? Did I curse again? I don't think so. Did I? Anyway, maybe I did. Blacking out now. So Think Media is their page, and they have amazing. I should have. And they're like, let's go through. They're like, listen. Like, they went to our website and showed everybody our website. They're like, holy moly, this thing looks amazing. I don't know how long you've been doing this. Website looks absolutely beautiful, very professional. I would be shocked if you're not doing, well as a business owner and stuff. I said, yeah, we're doing well. I mean, we're not, we're doing okay. I'm not taking a salary yet, but we have expenses paid and whatever. And, and they're kind of generally talking about it, like, what are you doing, man? You're running a successful business. It's growing. What are you doing? Everything on your YouTube channel should be a branch and top funnel sales. Like, this is kind of sales speak, right? Because they're coaching people to build YouTube channels to be profitable and make money. And that's not ultimately our goal. It would be nice if it was, something that made money eventually, but that, like, we have our business, right? And so they're like, well, this guy specifically is like, I love coaching businesses because it's just like a layup here. You have a company website. Let me read this real quick here. I have to rewind to know exactly what's going on, but I can say losing a family member is hard. My dad passed away in 2020 from COVID. Dude, that's tough, Gallagher guy, dude. They wouldn't let you see him. That was absolutely one thing I absolutely hated about that was people were left to die alone in hospitals. Like, so beyond frustrating what the government did to everybody during that time, that we allowed it. And I don't think that ever will happen again. And I think we're reaching a tipping point in this country for a lot of policy and a lot of things. You can feel it shifting. It's a whole nother topic. Yeah, no, you're good, Gallagher. I appreciate it, man. And I am, sorry to hear about your father passing away in 2020 from COVID. It was a really tough time, really some dark days there in our country. 3 weeks to flatten the curve, 3 years, whatever. Yeah. Yep. So like your business, everything you should be doing on your YouTube channel should be funneling people to your webpage. He's like, you are a business. You have a business channel. You should be top of the sales funnel. Like, I'm not super salesy, right? We said we have sales. We need to make money. We need to make sales. We need to make profit. We're a business, right? But I'm not like hard selling everybody. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't. Always talk that way. And they're like, every video you should put out and all this should be beard related and funnel people to your company page, right? That's the easiest way. People put eyes on your brand. You're talking about your company, beards. He's like, I love that you're gaming with your kids. I love that. But he's like, shouldn't be on the company page, company channel. And I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, you're confusing. You're trying to do 3 different things with your channel. And I haven't really even got to start the third one yet. But he's like, you're doing 3 different things with your channel. And YouTube doesn't like that, basically. YouTube doesn't like, guys, I'm just telling you what they were telling me. So they're like, YouTube doesn't like that when you're trying to do too much because it doesn't know what to do with your content. So then your content just doesn't go anywhere. And I'm like, well, we're just doing live streams, hanging out with people right now. I'm not like making videos trying to like get 1 million followers or anything like that. He's like, yeah, but you should be funneling people to your website, or like, if you guys follow our Instagram, I was doing like Get Ready With Me and I was showcasing products. He's like, that's what you should be doing. Some shorts on your YouTube content, right? Some of this, some of that. And I was like, okay, I get that. I said, I'm still going to do Tuesday streams. I said, And we have a release. If we don't, no, they're great. The company is amazing. The company is absolutely amazing, right? Phenomenal people. They're there to coach. And I get what they're saying. Like, this isn't a personal YouTube channel, right? This is a company that we've built, from scratch and created. And, in their eyes, yeah, I got you, DJ. You're all right. In their eyes, it should be an extension of that website and those products. And guys, you look at most of the companies out there and it is, right? Like their YouTube channels are that. And I didn't really want our YouTube channel to be like that. I understand that. So there's going to be a balance. Like I said, everything in life comes down to like moderation or everything. It has to have balance in your life, right? It's like Star Wars and the Force, the light and the dark, right? There has to be balance. So we're still doing these streams, and I will probably still do some gaming at them. And occasionally, like if the kids come back and want to hang out, we'll do some streams. But if we do like dedicated stream, like we're just going to get on here and stream gaming, then that will probably be on our 8-Bit Beard Co. gaming channel. The one that I shut down September 2024 because I said it was too much. Or on our Twitch channel. Like our Twitch channel is going to stay the same. That's not going to change at all. So if you're on Twitch, you're going to see whatever we're going to do. But it'll be, what I'm going to do in the short term is just get rid of the daytime streaming, game streaming, like the after lunch streams. Those just have to, I have to get caught up on the business side of it. And those have to fall off because I want to do scent videos, right? I want to make a video. I've talked about it for years of like the scent, right? And how I created it and the meaning behind it and put it on our channel. I have those on our channel, a handful of them, probably about 10 of them, but we've done 35 or 40 cents, maybe more than that in the last 5 years. And I want to tell people the story behind it from the creator. And that'll I'll get that time back to then make those videos. So we are always going to be doing the Tuesday night stream, hanging out, chatting. I gotta highlight a comment every now and then. So my computer stops shutting off on me. And Tuesday nights, we're going to hang out 90 minutes chatting, having a good time, and then transition to some gaming. If the kids come on, we'll probably do a little bit of gaming. But I won't be doing like the daytime gaming live streams. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. But after 14 weeks of that, I just have to pull that back and dedicate that time to actually the content creation of it. So if that makes sense. So there's a balance there. I'm not going to stop it completely. And this is what I always thought too. Andrew, yeah, that's what I always thought. Like, we're a gaming brand that's a beard company. So we kind of fall in our own little niche a little bit, right? So we are still going to probably, I'm still like, I am not going to, if we do, like Tuesday nights are always going to be here. Tuesday nights always going to be here. If we game, right? On this channel. But like, I was putting shorts out of some gaming on our channel, which I probably won't do, right? Does that make sense? So we're still going to do what we typically do on every Tuesday. So Tuesday's not going to change. So we're 90 minutes in. Might fire up the old PS5 here, right? And get some gaming in. I don't know. But the afternoon streams, it was Monday, and Monday became so busy. And then like I was trying to build it into our schedule, and it's just too tough. I need that 5 hours back to focus on the company a little bit more, right? So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. There you go. 2 days. There you go, my man. So we had the audit basically was like, you got to stop gaming. You got to stop doing all this stuff. Like, you're confusing everybody. And I'm like, listen, compromise. Tuesday nights, some gaming. We're going to have stories. We're going to have community. Like, that's what I love. Community, right? We want this community, and I miss it. I honestly, I miss those day streams, hanging out and you guys popping in and hanging out with you all. But I'm not like a full-time gamer streamer. So I get what they're saying. So we're probably not going to do like the shorts, or they do that one short of me and Connor playing Mario Kart, got like 13,000 views. We probably got some follows, and now they're like, what the hell is this channel? Right? This is what they're talking about. Like, you have content that people are like, oh, cool, they're doing Mario Kart, they're gaming, I'm going to follow this. And all of a sudden you tune in and you're like, what the shit is this? What did I just sign up for? Right? Follow, unfollow. So it confuses the algorithm. It also confuses the customer, or, people we maybe reach into our community. You all are like the trifecta. You're just like, I'm going to be here no matter what the heck's happening. I just saw this, DJ. So it's a business, they're in the business of coaching people to run successful monetized YouTube channels. So we're kind of like, you're talking about maybe like somebody doing it in their part-time that's talking about smoking meat, right? It would be weird if they started playing or doing something else that wasn't smoking meat on their channel, right? Or barbecuing, right? So the algorithm feeds into the people that love barbecue, and the people follow them because they want to see barbecue. I hope that's making sense. So they're posting content on barbecue. Well, then if somebody showed up to a stream or watched a video and it was like some off the wall video, they're like, what the heck is this? Why did I even sign up for this channel? It's just a little confusing. But Tuesday nights are going to be Tuesday nights, just like DJ. I'll highlight it again. Tuesday nights, some gaming, stories, probably an F-bomb here or there. And I think somebody took my beep off of here. I'm not going to lie. I don't see the beep anymore. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Found it. Morse code now. So that's kind of the direction. So you're not going to see any more of those day streams right now, as I kind of get the schedule back on track. I mean, I still am out of stock on some stuff that I've been making, and clones got updated, and we have balms. I need to make bigger batches of wash and conditioner. So that'll help pull that back. I'll be able to put out some of our scent videos more. They're like, so it's a compromise, right? I'm like, you know what? I understand what you're saying. Like, should be more focused on a little bit more beards, but like, we're a gaming brand, so we're going to do some gaming too, but maybe not 2 hours of gaming 2 days a week. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Barbecue, beards, beard wash sales, baby. I get it from the algorithm standpoint, the exposure for the consumer. So much there's beer content finds gaming and vice versa. Yeah, right. It's a little confusing. So we're gonna walk a fine line. We're gonna walk a fine line. With beard content, the shorts, beard content, and then maybe we'll sneak in a little gaming short there, here or there, right? But somebody comes to the channel, they're gonna be like, oh, they're mostly beards, right? And they do a little gaming and they have a little fun, right? They're like, what do you want to do with your YouTube channel? I was like, I want to talk to people and build community. I've worked by myself for 5 years. I love talking to people. and we have amazing people. We have amazing people around us, and you're here. Like, what do you mean? What do I want to do? Tune into a live stream. Come see us. Come see us in person. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we're going to change it a little bit. Tuesday's going to be Tuesday. Getting rid of the gaming streams at the end of the week. Hey, Frankie, what's up, my man? How are you this evening? Look at that. Look at Frankie and his good beer. Look at that profile picture. Heck yeah, baby. Everybody's got these beautifully groomed beards in all their pictures. So nice. Yes, just kind of reprioritizing. Absolutely. So still streaming on Twitch, still streaming on our main channel. I'm not going to really, I said it, but I'm really not going to be like, you're not going to find me streaming on 8-Bit Beard Code Gaming on a Thursday afternoon. Like that ain't going to happen unless the kids are, maybe this summer could be a summer thing, because honestly, I want the kids to run that channel. I want the kids to run 8-Bit Beard Code Gaming and game there. I've talked to them about it. We'll see what happens, but just to reprioritize. That's all I'm saying. Joe putting you, is that, what am I trying to say here? Is Joe getting flagged again for his content? Tisk. You know, like, you guys know the one day that 66 graders showed up and subbed to our channel during the day stream, never to be seen again. Like, are we really making content for them? No, the are not, right? Can you please talk to us about our extended warranty? Yeah, you really want barbecue? I know. No, Andrew, go get barbecue tomorrow, dude. You live in Texas. What are you doing? So, yeah, it does come down to what I want. And what I want is to hang out with you all. So, but what I need to do is make the content I've been wanting to make for 3 years, which are a lot of these videos for our company. Like, we have a Mario Party video that I've been editing for 3 years. The kids look completely different when we released our 8-Bit Party set, and I was supposed to have it ready for the re-release this year, and it's not done because it's just not a priority. And I want to put that content out because that was a lot of fun to make. Like, we literally filled up pies with shaving cream and slamming in each other's faces out in the backyard. So, that's the kind of, I want to put out some more video content, if that makes sense. So, but like I said, it's more, I'm just going to pull back the 2-day gaming streams. So, where am I missing something? Yeah. Yep. Bloody Yankees. Are you looking for community or sales? Right. Community is what our channel's about. And I was trying to explain that, and they're like, but you're a company and you should be funneling people to your website. And I completely get that. And that's probably the approach that, hey, Dev, what's up? Dev is rating with 9 viewers. What's going on, dude? We're just chatting. Dev on Twitch, if you don't follow him, is awesome. He is an affiliate of ours also. He's bringing some of his people over to our channel on Twitch. Welcome. I don't have any fancy music queued up when those raids happen. I have to figure something out. But yeah, and that's what I told him. I said, I want community. That's what I'm doing this for, is the community. Like, this is, I'm like, yeah, but you should have a goal of like monetization. And I'm like, me, really? I mean, meh, I don't know. Like, meh, I just want to hang out with you all and we get to share what's going on in our lives. And I mean, they were getting it. Amazing group. We're still going to go through, but what it's going to do is there's just going to be tools and resources. So now that like I can put maybe design a better thumbnail for a scent release video I do, or some other like grooming content, or again, like if you saw some of those things on where I went over the face serum and then, I forget, our growth oil on there. I made like, those are the types of like short videos should be putting out more of that type of content to unconfuse the algorithm so that more amazing bearded people can follow us and hang out with us. So yeah, Dev, yeah, make sure you guys follow Dev too. He's again an affiliate with us. So amazing human. He's running a retail store on his Twitch page. He's selling Pokemon cards, I think, or a bookstore maybe. I don't know. Comment about Witcher got flagged. I did not get the hot fudge yet, Frankie. I did not get the hot fudge yet. We have not been to McDonald's since you sent me that picture. That amazing hot fudge. I didn't even know you could make it like that. It looks so good. They wanted to hang out with Harrison. I know. And that's one of the reasons why I want like the gaming channel I was going to game on, and we started gaming on there, right? And I paused it September of, I think I have it on there still. It says we moved back to here as of September 2024. It's just too much trying to manage two different things, right? You know, if you try to catch two rabbits at the same time, you're going to lose both of them. And you kind of get what they're saying. I don't have a whole team behind me running the company so that I can do all of this, right? This is all one cohesive thing. And I want community. And they're coaching like a business, more of a business YouTube. So it's a hybrid. We're in a very unique situation. You just understand where they're coming from. So beard product sales, a 6th grade demo have been terrible this quarter. Harrison wants me to come in and talk to his class, DJ. They're like, you're internet famous. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? They're like, everybody wants you to come in because they see you on YouTube. And I'm like, I mean, what do you want me to talk about? Like, I mean, I guess I thought about maybe bringing in like a Switch and hooking it up to their smart TV and having like a Mario Kart. I mean, would that be fun for 6th graders? A Mario Kart like tournament for the 30 minutes I get to talk, have a couple people come up and then give them a prize, throw some candy or stickers at them. I don't know. Harrison is going to be a world changer. Sure. For sure he is. No, you're not getting all 10 more. It wasn't Mortal Kombat. It was Street Fighter. You're not getting all of those. I have the new schedule here. It says, our next release is Growth Balm and Butter. I have the labels. They just showed up. So that might be a next week release. May, Donut Friday. Marble Madness. And Orca is coming back at the end of May. Actually, do you guys want to go through these? I don't know. Maybe you need to do more beard shorts of that epic thing. Yeah. I think that's what the point they're talking about was like, you're a men's grooming company. You should be doing men's grooming content and not gaming. And if you think about like another channel, and I talked to Tyson at Copper John's Beard a little bit about this, right? Because he did a new podcast, Dad Bods and Beards. I was talking about him about strategy a few weeks ago, amazing owner, just doing a ton of stuff, world tour, sold a book, wrote a book about being a dad and stuff. And they have separate Instagram. They have a separate YouTube channel for Dad Bods and Beards. I think maybe the first couple they hosted on Copper John's, but then they created their own YouTube channel for that, right? And that's where it's hosted to split the algorithm, right? So it's Dad Bods and Beards talking about everyday life, kind of like we're doing here, but it's on its own separate. And they do a lot with men's mental health. But like they split it, right? They split the topics because it's just too overwhelming to have so many topics on one channel. You guys understand what I'm saying? You just want to be a channel member. Bro, we'll get there, man. We'll get there. So maybe if I put out some more beard content, Andrew, you can then subscribe to our channel and become a member, whatever that's going to look like, because that'll be research I have to do. But maybe I won't, because now I have an 80-page packet of information that probably tells me this is what. So you either spend time learning it on your own, or you hire professionals that have it all figured out already. And that's kind of what I'm doing, right? They have tools at my disposal now. I have the power. He-Man. He-Man. Larry, is it past your bedtime, my man? You're here kind of late tonight. Instructional video for Marvel. Joe. I still got to figure out the scent. I want to do that. Pinky. Are we going to do pinky? Inky? Pinky or inky? Can you get that peppermint tingle? We'll have to do some kind of content on that, right? The Blockbuster one was the last one I did. Oh, okay. All right. I know you're in Cleveland. This is the Cleveland Gaming Classic. I am in Columbus. I'm in Columbus. Yeah, I have. I wanted, they do some stuff down here in Columbus. Torg Expo down here. There's a ton of gaming expos, and I just don't have the team for those big events right now. We actually are not doing almost any markets this year, local markets. And it's something I want to get back into. I just don't have capacity or the team around me to be able to do that. Otherwise, we might do a few more, if that kind of makes sense. I mean, I can always call some friends and help out, but and I appreciate that you buy the stuff if it was there. We used to do a ton of markets. I thought we had a wholesaler up in Cleveland area. I'll have to look. I don't know. Colognes, dude, runs through them. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we have our theme, Joe, is this year. We planned it out last year. I knew the movie was coming out, so we wanted to kind of hit on the hot topic. Yeah, it looks awesome. Can't wait. But okay, so we need to get back to maybe this. I don't know. Yeah, you've seen a few things on. Yeah, they do a great job. Just great conversation. There's always somebody to talk to, right? Spaceballs 2. It's not. Did you see the trailer that Mel Brooks did? It's not. It's the search for more money. They're just calling it Spaceballs, the new one. Oh man. All right, so we'll talk. Maybe we won't do any gaming tonight. It's 10:50. I haven't played The Witcher since last week, I think. And I fired up Arc Raiders. It had been 3 weeks and it was terrible. So, Donut Friday, I already said that. Marble Madness and Orca is coming back in May. And then Street Fighter will start in June. With a dual release, I think, for Ryu and Guile. So that'll be Guile for July 4th, basically. I have a brand new line launching in July and a Commands Corner August. Looking at M. Bison and Blanca, so a dual release in August. And then I don't think I have anything in September. And then October, we'll bring Vega, Zangief, and then we're going to bring back Belmont and I guess Punch Out if people really want that. Yeah, Orca is going to be, I think Orca and Belmont will come back every year, May and October. That's quite a bit, actually. 3 then are planning in October, and then November we'll have 2 more characters with Black Friday. And guys, that's even cut back. That's cut back. So with these re-releases, I was thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about the re-releases when we added all of our schedules, so that's why it's cut back. And then we have the People's Character, guys. Like, I do videos on that. We do a live stream selection show. Like, you cannot see the revised schedule. So we have the People's Character that we have to do also. Like, dudes, we got a lot. We got a lot going on. So even with cutting 6 or 7 cents, 6 or 7 cents, we have a ton going on. A ton going on. Guys, in July is going to be July 1. Mark your calendar, is going to be freaking amazing. July 1. Absolutely amazing. I am so excited. I was up last night till 2 a.m. thinking about it and planning it out. So I know this is a family-friendly channel, but you need to hire a new moderator bot. It's the default, whatever the default is, man. I think I have inappropriate emojis on there. So like, I don't think you can do the purple one either. I think that gets like whatever they deem as what people usually use, that probably is not allowed. Oh, Andrew just approves the comments anyway. Okay, never mind. Okay. Eggplant. Yeah. The eggplant. I don't know if the eggplant would work or not. How many cents are in the new line? Well, I don't know. I haven't added them up yet. Guys, yeah, we had 19 new products in the first 3 months. And it's just basically me doing all website design, editing, label creation, making the products, packing. The kids are helping more and more. They're not doing design or anything yet, so I had to slow down. Well, we're gonna have Guile, Blanca, Vega, and Bison, Zangief, and Ryu is 6. Donut Friday will just be in oil. That's 7. A completely new line in July that will have its own oil, butter cologne. And I'm not talking about it. It's super hush hush. So that's 8 cents. And we're going to bring back Orca and Belmont if you want to count those. I don't know if you want to count those or not. And then People's Character, so maybe 9. I don't know, maybe 9 new, which is a lot for us. I don't, last year we did 3. 3? 4 maybe? An entire year. And we've already done, we brought back Contra mainline, Metal Man's mainline. Like I thought about bringing back Shadow because I love that one. And I feel like it was here and gone and bring it back with a clone. We've talked about that. Like, so it's just, Like, is that mainline too? Yeah, I probably need to start getting better at like rotating out. Yeah, better bring back shadow. Like everything can't be mainline because then nothing is special, right? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it was, and it was here and gone. Andrew, I that sold faster than anything I remember. It was the shadow scent, that honey. It was honey, I think, was the opening. Honey and smoke, I think, were the main dominant scents in there. Yeah, Larry got it. Yeah, but that would come with a redesign. We're not releasing that limited label again. It would come with kind of how Metal Man transitioned to our main line label. But I just can't carry everything mainline, right? I think I limited it to 10 last time. I'm not doing markets though, so it's a little bit easier. And I don't have any essential oil like new releases. I mean, I have a couple coming up this year, but I got to get down to one blend. So our signature blend and essential blend we got to tone that down. I think we're going to roll with the essential blend, and then tweak it a little bit. Maybe some castor in there. Been testing some meadow foam. I don't know if I want it in there, if I want meadow foam in the essential blend, or not. The blend works amazing without it, but I think castor gives a little more styling ability. I can't scale with Babasu oil. It's a solid, so I have to melt down Babasu to make batches for oil. And it's becoming a lot of work. And you think about, you're making bigger and bigger batches of unscented, like how much you have to actually melt down to mix in. It just, but it'll still be in balms and butters and everything else. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do. Like Hippo's still available. That needs to go. I think I marked it down 10% on the website. But I just sent a package to Brian Beards and Banjos that had Hippo in it. So I want to give him an opportunity to make a video on. We didn't really work with Brian at all last year in 2025. Beards and Banjos. He's an affiliate. He's been an amazing affiliate. Awesome dude. Didn't really do anything with him content wise, and I sent him Hippo, Mario Tart, 8-Bit Party, Year 5, Metal Man, Contra, Dueling Dragons. So he's got all those. I'm like, if you want to make one big video, make a big video. I mean, he'll get it in like tomorrow or the next day. If you want to break them up into 3 separate videos, I kind of was like, these 2 released together, these 2 released together, these 2, and Metal Man just wherever. So, and he was like, he was consistently our number 2 affiliate forever. And it just, like, again, pull back the day streams so that you can build community and work on the relationships you have with people. We just lost contact, right? And he kind of took a little different direction, I think, with his channel for a little bit, and everything that happened with his father was unfortunate. I think his father passed away over a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, and so I really want to give him stuff, and he always does fantastic reviews. Yeah. So yeah, you see that. Brian's a good dude. Yeah. Larry, you know him well. Probably your favorite of the YouTube reviewers. Yeah. He does a great job. And, he likes some of the cologne scents too, right? A little bit stronger profiles he enjoys. Breaks them down very well. The videos he puts out are very knowledgeable, and he does a great job. So, and it's chill and nice. Yeah. And if you ever tune in, he does karaoke sometimes. He pulls out, does he pull out a guitar? I don't know if he doesn't pull out a guitar, I don't think. But he does karaoke some nights on a live stream, which is pretty cool. Little country karaoke. So Still trying to make him a leatherhead. I don't know if you'll ever make him a leatherhead. He's not like the sales vibe. Yeah, Dan's great at promoting new products. And Dan likes all natural stuff, right? That's kind of his niche, is like the all natural, loves the essential oils, all natural products. And Brian's more like fragrances, right? There's a great balance there. You can get the theme, everything in balance, right? And we just didn't have a lot with Brian. Now we didn't put out a ton of new stuff last year, and he absolutely loves Orca, by the way. Brian does. So, but Brian also works full time and just does YouTube on the side. Dan is a full time content creator. Yeah, but his streams aren't like if you tune in on his Monday night streams, DJ, it's just hanging out and chatting and having a good time for at least a good hour, maybe longer. With his rants and his Florida Man Mondays. He puts on a great live stream too. All right, man. Larry, you take it easy, dude. Yeah, talk to you soon, my man. Appreciate you hanging out. Stanley, his channel is Beards and Banjos. Beards and Banjos. Or I said guitar. I'm an idiot. Banjo. He pulls out a banjo. Andrew, how come you didn't correct me? You said sometimes. It's a banjo. Has he done guitar also? Okay. All right. I said guitar, and his YouTube channel name is Beards and Banjos. He's a great guy. Stan, you'll enjoy his content. It's super chill, very welcoming. Does a great job breaking down scents. He loves our signature blend, like our Babasu castor, Abyssinium, jojoba, hemp, avocado, and cucumber. And then we carry some of those over into our other one. But yes, hymns and classics. He absolutely loves that blend. It's probably one of his top 3, I think, ever, which is, is ours for the longest time. But I can't, I'm making signature blend, essential blend, growth blend, face serum, right? I'm making all this stuff. I'm not third partying it in. I developed the formulas and making it. So just kind of streamline a little bit. I think that essential blend I tend to grab a little bit more of those too. Yeah, Kenny, Brian's an awesome dude. You should. Tell him you came over from Shaun's gaming stream. It's really confused the algorithm. Talk about gaming a little bit more. Guys, it's 11:05. We talked for 2 hours over without gaming. What's going on? I think. Oh, Juan. Yeah, Juan. Yeah, amazing. That dude, Juan works his tail off, Kenny. That dude's working his tail off, and relaunching Anointed. And I wanted to help him on some label design. We shared some stuff, and I was walking him through some stuff, and I just could not edit stuff for him like I wanted to. It's some things can't help everybody, but was able to talk to him through some points. I just couldn't physically design the label. So, but as I think we're probably gonna, yes, he is hustling right now for sure. Full-time pastor. I think he switched churches. He's working a couple other jobs besides that to, just to you do what you do when you're, husband and a father, right? You try to provide the best for your family. So, and he's doing that to the nth degree. So, hey, TV, what's going on, my man? Look at this. Let's check and let's take a look at Mr. Vanna. Beautiful profile picture here. Gorgeous marshland lake. Am I close? Peaceful. Maybe I'll describe it as that. Peaceful. Beautiful clouds. Just talking to my kids the other day about, I'll see in a minute, like I feel like growing up, we all, like every day there was these big white fluffy clouds all across the sky. I feel like you don't get that as much, but all right, guys. It's been an emotional stream. I've been a lot of fun. Loved hanging out with you all, but I'm going to get going here and hop off. Try to get a good night's sleep. Yeah. And if you guys ever need anything, let me know. And it's going to be a week. It's going to be a week before we see each other again. So take care. I didn't even talk about everything that I could have talked about. Like Harrison had an amazing baseball game the other day. Like he's starting to finally, like it's starting to click for him a little bit more since last year. And like we've been I threw like 400 pitches to him in the last 3 days. My arm is sore, but a lot of positive things in life. I hope you all are having some positive things happen in your life. No, I can't, Andrew. I can't. We got a reservoir. We got to get going here. So I hope you all have an amazing week. It's going to be tough. We're going to be okay, guys. We are going to be okay. Maybe Tuesdays will just have to be like 9 to 11:30 next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, since we can't meet, maybe Tuesday's just going to be a little bit longer, right? We'll start that next week. So, all right, everybody. Don't worry. I'll text you 5 times a day to stream. Joe, good luck cleaning up all the blowouts, all the blueberry blowouts. That and maybe carrots, I think, are the worst. Maybe. From a stain perspective. Again, if you need a stain thing, let me know. You know what it is? I figured out. It was Dawn dish soap, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide. And I'm not sure what the ratio is. But if you need it, send me a message. It is amazing. So, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Love you all. We'll see you next Tuesday. Later.